parts that I wanted to address from my perspective about what was being said to Michelle today, earlier, and I don't want to poke any fingers at anybody, but I do want to address a few points. Where's the chat on this? It's the button on the bottom. Oh, just click up here. Okay. So first thing is, I wanted to talk about is a couple comments that came in. Michelle shared them with me. Was from one guy in particular who, where is that link? It's, oh, okay, I know where it is. Oh, good God. I can't even figure out where all this shit is. All right, just read it on the, over here in the side chat. The side, oh, you mean in, yeah, on this screen. Just go into my you on my Gmail account. And then you'll see it in the all mail. Okay. And then once you get it on the screen, you can share the link out. Oh yeah, you might want to pop it out too. Okay. Now, shit. Oh, okay. And I wish I had done this beforehand. That's okay, Lim. All right. There you go. I got it now. All right, so I got message. Now I gotta share it out. Right now, you gotta share it out to them so they can see it, and then you can read it to them as well, and read what it says. Did I accidentally close? No, you're in the right one. I am. Yes. All right, so they'll go over here and I'll hit share. Share screen, and then go to email address. Okay. All right, so this is the message that was sent to Michelle earlier today that I want to read it to you. It says, this is from Arn Anderson. Michelle Marie Delaney, share this show with others? Sure. Let me tell my friends all in Georgia about how this lovely streamer constantly pushes her zero effort merchandise to the same 13 people every day. Then I'll explain to them how she feels entitled because she streams 2 hours a day and every morning 5 days a week. Actually, 6 days normally, actually. I'll tell them on the show it's the same 3 people talking about the same 3 subjects each morning: donations, gossip, and slander. They'll probably reach once or twice, and then after Julie recommended to your channel, then I find myself tuning out. What's the thing I just skipped one? Utterly bored to tears when they hear your panel. First of all, I won't know who this person is, and I'm going to tell you what I think people don't realize. Michelle has multiple handicaps. Okay? She is not very able to do as much as some people can. I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I'm holding up there. After my birthday surprise visit, I put the hair piece on tonight because that way you guys can tell it's not Michelle, because some of you guys get mixed up between the two of us. So I'm doing fine. What's up? Well, I was talking about is how some people are kind of treating Michelle with some disdain because of her physical disabilities. And particularly this guy, actually I couldn't see it because it wasn't on the screen. Right, you gotta turn that on. How do I do that? Let's flip that switch. Okay, that was what Michelle I got the mail today from a viewer. And I found it absolutely disingenuous. And the fact of the matter is that Michelle has handicaps and she's trying to do the best she can. Oh, that's neat. Yes, it is, isn't it? I can actually show me, and I can show just make sure it slides out over like that. Okay, thanks. uh, so the thing is that Michelle is trying really hard to do a good job on these shows, and she's getting treated badly by this person because this is such a low resolution. I'm going to make this bigger. There we go. So I wanted to explain to you from my perspective about the whole thing with the show. Michelle loves you all as an audience, but a lot of people tend to forget that she has multiple handicaps. Unless me and Michelle were talking about this when we were in the bathroom. So first of all, let me tell you what I think the most serious handicap Michelle has. It certainly does not mean the other ones are less serious. The first one is visual. She is legally blind. That means that she'll never be able to drive a car. She'll never be able to travel places without the assistance of others. The second one, which certainly could have been ameliorated if she could drive a car, if she has physical injuries. She has a broken kneecap on her left knee, and she has hip problems. And both of those would be less of an issue if she could have driven a car, but she can't drive a car, so therefore she is basically SOL. Oh, and I don't know how you would get around that, because, and then the third one is her hearing. Michelle can't hear very well, and so many times when Michelle tries to talk to people, they don't understand that Michelle sometimes cannot understand what is being said, and that makes it very hard for Michelle because she wants so much to communicate with the public, but she feels that she is limited by her abilities of her disabilities, I should say. I mean, it's not like Michelle doesn't want to try. It just is as it is, as it is, if that makes any sense. So, what are you supposed to do? She has become complaining about her numbers being low, and Noodles banned the word MMD from the chat. Well, it doesn't make any sense to ban the name MMD, considering the fact that it's not even a nasty word or vile language. It's just three little letters. There's no reason to ban the word at all. Noodles is not going to get banned if someone says MMD. That's not even fair to do that. That's ridiculous. That's that's overbearing. That's taking the wokeisms to its next level of extreme, since it's not even a vile word. And that's the reason why I sort of see why Michelle feels that way. Because why would MMD be the name, the three letters MMD be banned when they're not a curse? They're not racial insensitive. They're just three itty bitty little letters on the alphabet. You know, it doesn't make any sense to do that. Well, you could also say the same thing about a few other words too. Yeah, we'll go there. Like the one that starts with the letter N, has the second letter I, and then the last letter of R. Technically, is not really a vile, racial, insensitive comment because guess what? Virgo Goddess called Michelle that. It was, in that case, it was an honorific. Yeah, okay, it was honorific. It's true. Michelle's true or false. You're full of excuses. Michelle has excuses, but they are also valid ones. First of all, as I would just say, is don't hold it against Michelle because she does have only so many abilities to work with. She does want to do a good show. She wants to focus on good content. But that don't mean that Michelle was going to be stellar at it. But I would say if Michelle is trying to do good content, it should count for something. What? The N word is okay now? Well, on my channel, it's kind of been kind of a gray area. I don't really push it, and I don't say it's Michelle still holds it in a negative regard. As I said, it all depends how words are used. Um, that's all I'm going to say about that. But the thing is you're missing the point, guys. Three little letters. The 13th and 14th character of the alphabet are not in the same league of offensiveness. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Michelle is rightfully feeling that by Noodles doing that, that she feels hurt because of that. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I may not, maybe Noodles don't think the same way. That is absolutely fine. I get it. I get it. Lumi is very level-headed for sure. Well, thank you. I try. Well, it's just the way this wig is out of the wire. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this is. I had a shorter wig. Michelle couldn't find it, and then someone gave us this wig, and it's just the same color my real hair was. But unfortunately, it was kind of long. So, I mean, Michelle's hairdresser said that they can trim it up and make it a little shorter if they want to, but we hardly ever put it on. So, never let go of his channel. Well, Michelle has a reason she can't go to everybody's channel. She used to go once in a great while to his channel, but his content does not resonate with Michelle. Do you go to a channel that doesn't resonate with you? Who, when the topics of that channel don't? I mean, Michelle likes certain content, and Michelle has told Noodles very nicely and said, "You got to enable support for people with disabilities so they can hear the closed captions." And she's told them this over and over again. This is not his fault. This is the StreamYards and yes, Restream.io problem that they do not have a way of automatically installing and enabling the captions. They should be installing those by default. They need to. Now, since Noodles is a paid subscriber of StreamYards, he should be going to StreamYards and going, "Hey, when you're setting up a stream, why don't you actually offer me the option to enable the automatic closed captions?" Michelle said the same thing to him over and over again, and he had not found a way to reach out to them to find a way to enable it. She found a way, and she showed it to um, what's her name there? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Emmy. Okay, Emmy. And Emmy said, "Well, okay, I'll try it." But then when she tried to set it up, somehow it didn't work quite the way it was expected to, and so it didn't work. So again, Restream.io and Studio.io needs to make it easier to enable features to meet with Americans with Disabilities Act. And Michelle has told this to Noodles. Also, she doesn't have the patience to sit through a 5-hour stream, which is understandable. You only have so many hours a day. You're trying to research things on your channel. You're trying to come up with topics. What still bores Michelle to tears because Michelle would like to be out there doing things, but she feels because of her physical infirmities with her knee that she feels like she's chained to a walker, which she hates with a loathing and would rather not have to worry about a walker. But unfortunately, because of the instability of her walking and the fact that she occasionally needs to rest her hips, can't because there's no place to sit. Because the city of Winston took out all the benches. There's no place for Michelle to sit except for Cumberland Farms, McDonald's, and the park, which is great if she's going to Cumberland Farms, McDonald's, or the park. But if she's not, then she's feeling like, well, what am I going to do? I don't want to fall and get hurt. Because she's also concerned, the fact is that her balance can get kind of wonky and fall. And that's why she takes that stupid thing with her. But she really would like to one day be able to get rid of that thing once and for all, or at least cut back on the usage of it. Right. How many hours is Noodles in your stream? about maybe what, hour a day? Hour, I would say at least an hour. At least. Yeah. Yeah. I would say about, Michelle's right. Maybe about at least an hour. Okay. So yes, he is here. How you doing? New and improved. Welcome to the show. Good morning. It's actually about 15 minutes to midnight. Okay. Well, I'm going to still say good morning anyway, because, we're definitely in the UK. It's morning. Yes, it is. And also, don't forget that on the 10th of March in the United States, you'll be setting your clocks ahead 1 hour at 2 a.m., which, if you're before 2 a.m. when you finally crash and burn and go to sleep, that means by 1 a.m., clock back 1 hour before you go doze off. So you'll make sure you'll be able to get through with your Sunday routines. And yeah, Michelle, we got to do something with the wig. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see if we can get on my stat list and they'll do the adjustments on it. Yeah, because I feel like a sheepdog. It said, whatever happened to the exercise and diet routine that you started last year? Well, Michelle kind of gave up on it because, the diet she didn't quite give up on with, but she got so depressed that she basically just kind of let it go to the wayside. But for Michelle, um, she just felt like it wasn't doing anything for her at all. She likes to go out walking, not walking in place, and that's fine. And now that the spring is coming, the weather's going to be warming up, and stuff like that. There's no reason why she cannot go out on a regular basis anymore because the weather's going to change. Yes. Okay. So we got that. Trying to get Monday for the first 10 minutes. You brought 24 bagels and ate none of them. They're still sitting in the freezer. What's going to have two for dinner tonight? Well, we didn't. We didn't eat any dinner. All right. So, Catherine Campbell says Skynet was keeping her accountable and she kicked him out of her life. Actually, it's not exactly what happened. No. No more than it was with Schmickle Cat. God, I think it pisses me off so badly how she treated people. Well, I never kicked Schmickle Cat out. He left, and Skynet left because he didn't like the fact of what I was trying to do with the channel. Yeah, it wasn't like Michelle didn't want to have anybody. It was like a very complicated reason. Yeah. Well, I would probably throw in a few more vegetables than the complimentary facts that she put in there. But I mean, I think Michelle was thinking is well, we buy the carbs now and then we could buy the fruits and vegetables later, which kind of makes sense to a point. Carbs are quick energy. Yes, you need your beta carotene, you need vegetables. But I think that Michelle, in one sense, wasn't too far from this. The fact of the matter is that she did, this week. Do I have a brush for this? You do. Oh, it's sitting over there now. Oh, okay. We'll have to do it in a little bit. She's no, she's not. Carbs are the devil for you. Carbs are the devil because the fact is Michelle, because of her disabilities, sits in the office most of the time. She can easily consume over 2,400 calories in a single sitting. We already know that. But maybe once a month she could have a couple bagels. Once a month? All right, once a week. You're having to get away with once a week. Just eat cereal for the other every morning, no dinner, just cereal. That's like 600 calories. Y'all are fine. You've done well. You've done fine with less before, especially the end of last month. That's true. Yeah. So bagels, guys. She likes bagels. Dense weight bread rolls that will turn that depression right around. Name brand? No, it's the Aldi's brand of Frosted Flakes Michelle bought. Maybe not the healthiest choice, but like I said, she could probably get away with eating her normal 2 bowls of cereal and then skip the meal for the rest of the day, just taking multivitamin supplements like she does. But here's the key: she's got to get back outside again. Then that's something that's going to be good and happening because once you get sun out, she's going to get the melanin in her skin. That's going to help change her mood. It's just going to increase the beta carotene and her vitamin D3, which she needs. That's true. I do. So let's see. Why 2 bowls? Michelle is voraciously hungry. She's got a big stomach. She will eat 2 bowls. That's like 2 cups of cereal each. About that. I'm not trying to make fun of the situation, but that's just something that me and Michelle have been observing for years. Michelle won't deny it. No. Okay. But 1,200 calories a day. Well, yeah, that's pretty much. Actually, it's not quite 1,200. But I'm gonna tell you what. It's Wednesday. It's not too far from that. But the thing is, the fact of the matter is, let's get back to the main thing. Michelle wants people to know that she would appreciate if people understood that what she wants in life is that she really wishes that she could cruise the American Mile and show you the world and not have had multiple disabilities and Asperger's and top of everything else, which she's got a problem with. What she's wants to do more than what she's able to do. Now, one of the things is Michelle has said many, many times over and over, which I have heard her say, and I don't totally disagree with it. I don't totally agree with it either, but they're kind of in the middle. She's like, I don't have the right to have a car. I can't drive a car. I can't go anywhere on my own. I have to depend on everybody else. And I have to honor the requests. For example, if I want to go somewhere, it's got to be a place that my driver wants to go to. I can't just go out there and go anywhere I want because I have no transportation outside of a friend's car, or maybe taking an Uber or taking a Lyft or taking a cab. So, but what does that mean? What that means is Michelle is constantly at the mercy of somebody else. So if somebody decides that they don't want to take her someplace, she can't go there. If they want to take her there on a certain day of the week, she has 2 choices. She can either say no and forego it and find somebody else, which is per person that doesn't go out much, is like slim to none, or say accept whatever the terms are, which is what we talked about, what you guys talked about. I wasn't there, I was listening at the group. Was if somebody says to Michelle, gee, I'll take you somewhere, but you got to pay for gas. And Michelle's like, I don't have a choice because I got to pay a cab. It's going to cost me for gas too. So she pays for the mileage and gas and stuff like that. If she's in a cab, then she's certainly going to be paying for gas for someone to take her to the store when they can take her to the store. That's reality. What? Where did you come up with that crap? You can answer, I did not ban you. Minnie Manson, Potter, I never talked to. Well, I didn't talk about her either, except in chat. Yeah, Michelle talked about her in chat, but she never talked them voice to voice. No. And it's one of those, again, things that YouTube seems to have a circle jerk over about the bother thing. We see it over and over on this channel. It keeps coming up. Oh, this one did this one, did this one, did that one. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. Minnie Manson is a pedo. I don't think Minnie Manson's a pedo. No, Minnie Manson's not a pedo. Minnie Manson is a Satanist, which is completely different. But some Satanists are pedos. I don't see Minnie Manson being one of those. No. So who was Harold? Stop saying his name. Whose name? Minnie Manson even told Michelle that he supports Satanism. So that's nothing secret about that. She did. Well, I just know is that he told Michelle himself that. Yeah, he did. He told us that. We'll leave it alone at this point. Anyway, the point is let's not. So the point is, ever get into this crazy rabbit hole of history, all this crazy shit that keeps coming up every day on YouTube, Michelle's channel, my channel, the dogs, the cats channel, the channel of what? Strange people? No, there ain't no channel called Strange People. I'm sure there's a YouTube channel called that. Probably you're right. There probably is a channel called Strange People. All right, so the point here is, Michelle is Mitch McConnell got any updates on the stimulus check? No, there is no stimulus check. They don't even have automatic stimulus in the program in the bill. That was proposed by Congress originally to have automatic activators of stimulus checks. That was never passed. No, that was never passed. Never went through the House and the Senate. So there's no stimulus checks right now. And of course, I can suspect that Biden might want to use it as the carrot and the stick. The carrot to entice people to vote for Biden, which would be the stick. And a bad one at that. Yeah. Craig Sr., are you here? First of all, that's not our ad. I already know because Michelle already talked to Ed. Our ad is not actually currently on YouTube. He's not watching our show. So this is another person. But Frank Hayes says this. Okay, so LMAO. I love Michelle Lumi, but she is stubborn. Yeah, Michelle is stubborn. She's a Virgo Aquarius. Trust me, I know. I'm stubborn too. But Michelle will fight tooth and nail for something that she believes in. So, and she also wants people to respect that she is who she is. And maybe that's why Carmen Miranda likes her so much. Because Carmen Miranda was tenacious also. And as much as I'm glad me and Carmen Miranda have kind of a ceasefire at this point, the fact that bothers me is that Carmen Miranda still wants Michelle to be part of her dance troupe on the in Silver Moon and the Next Life, which would sound interesting because Michelle does like dance and ice skating, but I don't think Carmen Miranda has ever been on ice skates. But that's a whole other story. So I think that would be very interesting to see ice dancing between the two of those, doing the samba on ice. But Michelle is tenaciously stubborn, but then she always tries to get things done. She's kind of like Yosemite Sam. Remember the one, the Sheik in the desert, when Bugs Bunny, after he put a whole bunch of doors with explosives in the end? I want to be stupid enough to open up all those doors. Kaboom! Yep, he is a stubborn enough. That's Michelle for you. She's Yosemite Sam ripping doors off the hinges, trying to get at something that he thinks is on the inside. Even though the Bugs Bunny actually already left the building. But it's not because Michelle is stupid. It's just the way she had to be. She had to grow up to be like that. And that's the reason why when Michelle does what she does, it's because her parents told her, you gotta be stubborn. You gotta do everything better than anybody else. You gotta run harder, work harder, pray harder, play harder, whatever. Because you're disabled. So you have to do extra hard work. And that really wears Michelle down because Michelle would like to be able to have a normal life. And we all know that Michelle will never be able to drive a car, or she'll never be able to drive at all. No matter even how many new technology, artificial intelligence, and artificial ability to drive cars, self-driving vehicles, Michelle will never be able to have one. As she can't afford it, for one thing. And even if she could drive it, even if she could have it, she can't get it registered and drive it in her own name. So she'll still be at the mercy of having someone say, "Baby, you can drive my car. I'm gonna be your star because I love you." Yeah, right. I don't think so. But the thing is, that's what Michelle really wants. It's freedom of the open road. Satanism can invoke the sacrifice of new pure blood as human children as it gives an elevation of power, but it does not involve pedophilia. Hey there, Lemmy, Michelle. Nice meeting Lemmy for the first time. Well, you're welcome. I mean, you saw me if you saw the uh, birthday thing on February 11th. I didn't have my wig on at the time. You saw me like basically blow up over Carmen Miranda. If you watched that, it was really kind of Michelle was like totally unaware of what was going on. And when she watched it, she was blushing pretty bad. I was like, oops. So you said that? um, she was like not ready for that. You said that? Oh my God, why did you say that for? Oh, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. But Lumi had a good birthday, that's for sure. Yeah, I had a good birthday. It's full blown racist. No, I'm not. Um, says thank you, ma'am. Well, no, I'm not full racist whatsoever. I'm not against races. I'm not against any person, any ethnic groups, any colors, nothing. Um, veteran on YouTube. Lumi is full blown racist. No, it's not the case. Is Lumi a virgin? No, I'm not a virgin. I'm married to Michelle. You think what we do at night? Once in a while. Yeah, we dance in the sheets. Yes, we do. Um, so let's see. You want to try somebody next to the question? So we understand. How does this work? Oh, just click on just like you did when that about the Satanism. There you go. I'm gonna. So that's how you do it. Just like that. Yes. All right. And let's get caught up here. Let's see. Let me tells it like she's in a hotel room. Well, this is the other set Michelle has. I wanted to use something a little different. I've used different backgrounds in the past. I didn't want to use Michelle's other sets because I wanted something to stand out is my set and be different. And so Michelle showed me how to change the set, and I did. So that's what I did. Are you familiar with the Aryan Brotherhood? No. I don't even know what that is. Well, I do know about the something called the Leidensborn, but it's not the same thing. I don't think. No, Leidensborn's different. Let's see. The next question was, when is the last time that Michelle decided to slap Lumi around a bit to get her point across? Michelle never hit me. I never hit Michelle. I think that would be very terrifying if it ever came to blows. Because this is a shared body. And if we end up calling the police over domestic dispute, I think the police would be kind of confused. Oh, yeah. So we try not to get to that point. Right. Uh, they go to door and talk about Jesus. No, I never heard of that, but it sounds like it's a few other religious organizations I know of. Let's see what this is. Oh, that was a big one. I think Lumi is completely indifferent when it comes to race. She is also totally transparent and brutally honest, which can be incredibly misconstrued and misinterpreted. But that's just my opinion. I try really hard to be honest about what's going on, and I know that with Michelle, sometimes Michelle doesn't mean harm, but she can get into some pretty strange stuff too. Um, yeah, trying to read the screen, Michelle. Hey, I got a question. What's that? Could you actually read these questions because my hair, like, you want to put the hair back, like with the elastic that I found earlier? Well, might as well try. All right, let's put this hair back. At least I won't be falling on my face. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Whoop! Look at the celestial elastic. Oh man. Oh, don't worry about it. It's on the floor somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. So there it is. So the thing is, all right, now I got it. Do I have to double out? You tried that earlier. Okay, just put one. One saying that be enough. Trust me, Michelle. Once is fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Once is pretty good. All right. So basically, Michelle, why do you have such a fear of expanding your channel and allowing growth to happen naturally? Um, are there uncomfortable urges to piss off your cousin? I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to read that. I think what he's saying is there any reason why? Let's see here. Is there any reason why you have such a fear of expanding your channel and allowing growth to happen naturally? No, I don't think Michelle is afraid of having channel growth naturally. I think what it is Michelle is afraid of being ridiculed and getting hurt when she has tried really hard to do a good job, and she feels like um sometimes people ask for more than she feels she can deliver in a realistic way, if that makes any sense. um why do you have to reuse the same sound effects? Well, I don't know. Michelle can answer that because they're easy. Because I know where the buttons are. I have them mapped in my head and my fingers. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Michelle knows where the buttons are. She doesn't even have to look at the board. She just basically knows where they are. She just pounds them. Right now, I'm not even using the sound effects right now. In fact, I'm not even on screen. Right. So, um, avoid in due time. I promise this will make sense. I'm her audience, and Michelle has never pissed me off, except her for being unique and different. Thank you, Avoid. And also, the fact is, to all my audiences, because I am multiply handicapped, sometimes I have a hard time doing certain things. Um, it's not for lack of wanting to try, but there's also a lack of fear. Because of the fact is that I mentioned this once before. When you are dependent on other people for things such as simple things as transportation, you don't at the same time, you're told by your father and your mother that you need to be self sufficient. Then the first thing that goes on in your head is if you want to go somewhere, but you can't go there because you don't have a car, then you're going to try to find another way to deal with it. But I really rather go places once in a while and not necessarily sit at a desk every day. Absolutely. But for Michelle, because she has to go everywhere on foot, unless she can arrange transportation ahead of time, she can't go very far. Now, before her knee injury, she was able to go quite farther than this, and could, but since she already had a hip problem before that, right? So I still was kind of limited, but not as much. I could go further. I could walk to ABC Pizza. I could walk to Kent's Pizza. I used to walk to my doctor's office when he was up at the hospital building. I used to go to the public library, a lot of places, but because of my knee injury, I haven't really had the ability to go as many places. And that, of course, with the library, which is kind of still true, is when my eyesight is sometimes hard to read books, although I do try to read them. But thanks to my technology, we can make the text bigger. Yeah. So Michelle is cautious in self-preservation mode. Very accurate. I agree with that. Very accurate. Self-preservation mode. It is actually a mode that people who have suffered a debilitating injury can also go into a self-preservation mode as well. Some never leave it, and others do. Eventually, so yeah, the difference is I do want to get out of self-preservation mode, but I don't exactly want to, um, at the same time, risk my health and safety either. So finding a way to feel confident enough where I don't have to be in self-preservation mode as a means of survival would be fantastic. So let me read the rest of this stuff the way voice said here. I want to highlight on screen. Good idea. I'll say good idea. There you go. She said Michelle is cautious when in self-preservation mode. When in self-preservation mode, most of us are, but hide it for fear of it being seen or deemed as weakness or vulnerability. It's basic human instinct, 100%. Yeah. This is why you can't get anything done in the morning. Marcellus does a lot in the morning, actually. That's when she's up. Yeah, it's when usually I'm up doing stuff. So if Michelle is to get out of having to live with this mode, the first thing is she has to feel that she is comfortably able to do the stuff that she used to do in a way that doesn't make her feel like she's going to fall and get hurt. That's a real concern because if you ever fall, and Michelle has fallen before, even in the house, although it's in the house, it's still painful when you fall and then you bust a knee. But the thing is that you can always kind of crawl over to a table and pull yourself up by a table. Try that in an open field, without a walker or something to grab onto, a person to help you hoist you up. It takes Michelle a lot of work to get back on her feet. However, Michelle has gotten better at it, but it's still very painful to do and very humiliating, I should add. Yes. Thank you. Completely understand. Well, why don't we ask some questions about me too? Why, right? Since it's not often I come on camera, I really usually just kind of quietly watch Michelle's show in the background. And this stream is also being simulcasted to my channel as well. I would love to answer your question. And so let's try to answer some questions for you from my channel as well. Um, Michelle, lose some weight and get a knee replacement. I already talked to the orthopedic surgeon about the knee replacement. It's not just a knee. There's actually damage to the tendons as well. There's scar tissue that has to be removed and replaced by cadaver tissue. The surgery to replace the cadaver tissue is only 50-50 of chance of success, and it only can be done by a few specialized orthopedic surgeons in Connecticut. He said there's a chance that if something goes wrong, since it's only 50-50, that I could end up in worse shape than I am already and not being able to walk at all. He told me, this is the orthopedic surgeon, he said, my honest opinion as medical doctor, he says I would not do the surgery because it's not guaranteed to help you any. Avoid says Michelle does things at her own. Okay. Said that perfect on screen. I did it. Michelle does things in her own pace. Hey, I got a question. When you slide it over, does this automatically show it? No, you gotta click on it. Oh, thanks. Own pace and will not be dictated to. She trusts her own instincts more than others, which is no one should judge. We are in no position to judge anyone when. She says we have not. There we go. Let's see. We have not walked in the boots. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is I was born legally blind. I was born with lateral nystagmus. Um, I a lot of people never question my eyesight. Okay. Because they could see my eyesight is terrible. But and there's a lot of people who do not, especially young people. Now, of course, when you get to be my age, I'm 56. Okay, so I'm 56. I'm pretty old. A lot of people, more people with have joint issues at 56, and so they have a better understanding what it's like. But a lot of younger people don't have a clue. So I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I'm saying it's that they lack experience. Now, I enjoy getting out there and doing things. I'm going to try to do the best I can, but I am not no 26-year-old. So, I mean, what a 26-year-old can do, I'm sorry, but this 56-year-old body isn't going to be able to do the same thing. I mean, I still enjoy basically doing a little bit of salsa and samba and getting into the fun stuff and wiggles and jiggles. I do enjoy doing that. That's not a problem. But like I said, is the fear of falling is real. You can give her all the good advice, but she's not obligated to follow it. Well, try. Michelle will try. Michelle will try. To the best of her ability to take advice. But you're right. She may not be able to always take the advice. Let's see. I just hear a lot of excuses on setting yourself up for failure. No, I don't think so. I've seen Michelle in her own way. Every square, every millimeter she moves forward is a success. When Michelle got hurt on December 6th, 2019, for the first year, she couldn't even really get into the chair. She had to crawl on the floor to get into the studio. And every time she wanted to use the bathroom, she had to crawl on the floor to to crawl up and grab onto the tub and the sink to lift her ass off to get off onto the toilet to do what she had to do. And then basically crawl back on her hands and knees again in pain, I should say, back into the studio chair to do things. You may not see that because a lot of that stuff wasn't really shown on camera. Michelle, however, got better at it. She learned to put handholds and footholds around the house so that she could get herself stable enough to walk straight up. So that's something to keep in mind as Michelle did make changes. Have you ever had to kick someone's ass in order to defend Michelle's honor? Yeah. Not physically. No, I don't do physical stuff. But I can be pretty nasty if you push me. It's my Finnish temper, Swedish Finnish temper. It gets you really when you don't want to see it. I try not to. Why ask for advice and help and then just ignore it? Well, I don't think Michelle's trying to ask for advice and ignore it. Sometimes Michelle needs some suggestions. But then she looks at all the suggestions to determine if it's something that's feasible. Should just should just tell us that then. Why ask for advice and help and just ignore it? Um, like, should I just do what she does without asking? Now, see, now the thing is you have to understand that Michelle likes to ask for advice. She likes to see what kind of opinions are. If there's a couple of different opinions, she wants to see which ones works out for her. And she does try stuff. Yes, Gitchy, most of us over 50 have been there. I'm 188 years old, guys, 189 now. I've certainly been there. And a lot of the younger ones don't know this. Okay. And if you have the resources, remember, Michelle can't drive a car. Michelle, for example, can't go ahead and get into a car, go to the store, and then get into a marked car or into a wheelchair or rascal that's been sitting in the boot. She has to do everything on foot, or she has to hire someone else to take her to the store. So that kind of makes it harder. All I remember is Michelle goal was 1,000 subs and coffee money. Yes, that was originally my goal originally. Of course, that we reached that goal, and then we started going for more goals as we got further on. Yeah, so that's fine. Michelle, you know, moved on to the next level. He says here, all I remember is when Michelle's goal was 1,000 subs and coffee money. She has that now. I think Michelle forgets where she was with 6 viewers and nothing happening. No, I didn't forget that. No, she didn't forget that. No, that's definitely not the case. Michelle is very well aware of where she is now. Avoid says you can call me retarded from the rooftops, Brian K. I only care about what Michelle thinks about me. I am intuitive, perceptive. I think Michelle knows that. Just saying. Yes. By the way, I didn't ask you this, but I wonder if maybe some of your personality traits could be related to your astrological sign. There we go, the astrological stuff. All right, so avoid. What's your astrological sign? Just curious. She's not illiterate, Brian K. She certainly has served in her armed forces of her country. She certainly knows how to read and write. She is intelligent. She is, has honorably served her country and should be respected for that reason, just like American veterans should be respected. Absolutely. Who is Lumi? Then who is Lumi? I gotta go out to McDonald's and Starbucks, etc. for your hard work, Lumi and Michelle. Well, first of all, in the case of the Starbucks, Krista and Michelle got the cards for free from the Wee Woo game. So that means easy come, easy go. Michelle can't use the cards anywhere else. I could sell them. Oh, whoa. What? You can sell card numbers and stuff. Oh, really? Yeah. Not even a real veteran. Brian K., I don't know anything about her history or not to say if she is or is not. Okay. I am going to leave that up to the Veterans Affairs of her country to determine if she is or is not a real veteran. That's just the way I feel about it. Says, whatever Brian K., what you think is completely irrelevant to me. I'm an Aquarius. Aha. Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You understand the tenacious nature of the Aquarian mindset. Because I'm Aquarius also. Michelle is Aquarius Virgo. So you get this crazy mess. You got the earth sign, air sign. That makes dust. Makes dust. Yeah. I blow dirt around. Michelle. Oh, Michelle is a smart cookie. I'm not going to do that. No, she's right. She is the Aquarius Virgo hybrid. But you know what? The thing is the Aquarius and Virgo are not that different when it comes to being stubborn and tenacious. We got so's Carmen Miranda, by the way. Yes, February 11th. I was born February 9th, 1909. Carmen Miranda was born. And if you go by Michelle's birthday, it's February 13th, 1968. And yet we're all these kind of strange combinations. And it says, oh, here we go. The go-to insult, stolen valor. My certificate of services is on my community tab. Yeah, Brian K., please. She's saying is you can check out her community tab and look it up yourself. I agree. It's like I mentioned what happened to Valerie. Yeah, we didn't talk much about Valerie here. She's dead now. I know. So can I talk about her? Yeah. Her name was Valerie Slammin. We looked like sisters. We looked like we could have been. She was like an older sister. We looked like twin sisters. She served in Desert Storm. She was honorably discharged. She used to work in the motor pool. She would drive the deuce and a half trucks and things like that, the big things. And after the war was ended and she was discharged, she came back to Connecticut to raise her family, her children. And she thought since she was a veteran that she would be eligible for veterans benefits. But they wouldn't give her the veterans benefits for some reason. I don't know the story why, but the point was, then she said, well, maybe I should be able to get something from the state of Connecticut. Well, unfortunately, she got zipped from Connecticut. Zip. Except the very minimal of some light medical and some food stamps and a housing program. One day she woke up. She had a diabetic shock. Fell dead in her kitchen. Her diabetes type 2 killed her in the end. When I found out about the loss of Valerie, because she was also curious too. And like a lot of us, tenaciously stubborn, wanted to try to overcome her limitation. Oh, it seemed the Grim Reaper had a better idea. I don't know if it was to the worse or not, but she struggled in the end. So, good morning, Bianca. How are you doing? Still not smoking out on the wire. Is Lumi not reading most questions tonight? I am trying to, guys. These questions are taking me a little time to go through. I'm glad that you are working on your smoking habit. So Brian K says, "Oh wow, Voight and you falsely documents too." I don't think she's trying to falsify anything. Brian K, just leave it alone. Do you think it is shameful that people like Voight? Again, I don't have any information on the situation to say what is and is not, as that has nothing to do with the issue at hand. Agreed. The voice said, "So sorry for the loss of your friend, Michelle. She sounds like a remarkable lady." Yeah. We were actually before I met Lumi, me and her, actually, I already knew Lumi as a spirit guide. Me and her were thinking about dating, and which is kind of weird because, as I said, she's like an older sister. So I saw her more like a sister, but that doesn't mean that we didn't have some experience with it. So Chantel's and Traffic Bean says, "Alrighty, I'm new here, not in a rude way, genuinely asking and concerned. I read autism for." Let me highlight this so it doesn't scrub the screen here. All right, I'll read it to you. "All right, y'all. I am new here, in a rude way, genuinely asking and concerned. I read the autism part of the bio. That she has some kind of mental illness, correct?" Yeah, Michelle has depression. Mostly seasonal affective, but some clinical as well, and anxiety. I'm very concerned about the rambling. I'm more concerned about the fact is that Michelle is dealing with depression, where I've seen Michelle go through all kinds of crap, and she's been feeling lately, is hard to explain too, because Michelle wants to do more and yet feels constrained. Yeah, I definitely. Because first of all, some of it's the weather. Well, that's changing. Weather's going to be getting sunny soon. Friday, the sun will come out. Yeah, I got to go to the hair salon tomorrow and get wet. Yeah, well, that's okay. It looks like it's going to be drizzle anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just don't have them blow dry your hair as much. That's all. Yeah. There's a lot of things about me and Michelle that we've had tested by therapists. Michelle does not have dissociative identity disorder, or DID. In fact, the therapists that we talked to and the psychiatrist evaluating Michelle at her request said that you and Michelle are not suffering from DID, or rather, if we were to give you any kind of diagnosis, even though it does not exist in the DSM-5, I always say you have identity order, where the two of you recognize each other's existence and work together as a team. Thus, making it an identity order, where there is order in your lives when working together. Where Michelle by herself sometimes gets wrapped up in her own little mind games, if you want to call them that. I have this depression and anxiety as well, but the split personality, talking between the two, well, it's not split personality, but inconsistent rambling is a lot of and hard to comprehend. Well, it's very rare you got two souls in one body at work together, and so it's just easy that way. Do you think that people like avoid should be held accountable for their? I don't even know exactly what stolen valor is. Um, I don't know what that is exactly. So, not knowing what it is, I will just say is I don't know. Um, I never seen two mods argue so much. Brian K says if what lies about that, she will be alive by everything. And which two mods are you talking about? Chantal's unofficial unflicked bean. Which two mods are you talking about? Um, Brian Michelle doesn't have the information on the situation or misinformation for an explanation. Always logical. No, hello, Nerd Pop. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome, Nerd Pop. Well, this week is itchy. Yeah, it is. No, anyway, at least I got the hair tied back so it doesn't fall off my face. At least that keeps your hair back. Yeah. Um, it says Michelle Amazon wish list. Okay, so yeah, because of the fact that I don't have the information, I'm not going to be able to speak one way or the other about that. Um, I learned out on the wire. It's just if you don't have the information, don't offer an opinion until you get the information. You know, it just makes sense. You know, I'm not going to speak about something I don't know. And if I don't know what the term is, I'm going to look it up somewhere. You know, all right, now I think this is a very interesting stream we're having. It is an interesting stream. Absolutely. It is an interesting stream because it brings up so many interesting points to the show. And I think it's very informative. Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah. I mean, if I don't know something, and Michelle agrees, I agree with Michelle on this. If I don't know something either, I'm not going to say I express an opinion because I could be putting my foot in my mouth. So, yes, I agree. Let's see. Find and avoid. Okay. So, any other questions? We've been talking for about an hour. Yes, we have. We have been talking for about an hour. Very interesting that we are having a conversation. Let me keep getting into her eyes. Yes. You know what I can do? What? You think I should take the wig off? That's up to you. Let's take the wig off of it. Oof. Ah, that is heavy. It is heavy. Oh, this is better. At least when we go home to the other side, you're not gonna have to worry about wearing that much hair. Well, I might have hair, but it'll probably be mostly with my own skull. All right, so I don't give Michelle hair advice anymore. It pisses her off. keeps getting in her eyes. Licking. We got sheep to hair. I've had more stylists that she would do it for me. Um, style the hair piece, and trim it up to make it better. I guess the way it was, the way this wig was designed, was the okay. This is the lace here. Yeah. Oh, this thing is like I need to brush it. I need a hair wig. I need a wig stand. Oh wait, is it this way? Yes. You look like you look like Thing from the Adams family. Moral Uncle Fester. Yeah, this is like really, really long. Yeah, let me try to fix this up and we free it best I can. Yeah, this is Lumi's wig. This is the one we use it once in a while when we want to highlight the difference to the audience. It's cute, but it's hot. It's heavy. It's hot. It's heavy, and I don't have a wig head for it, so I have to just kind of throw it in the drawer. I think women who shave their heads are hot. Um, I'm not sure I'd do that, but don't think. Um, please do subscribe. Yep, please help. Um, it is pretty hot. Yeah. And it needs to be trimmed up because it's also a very thick wig. Wiggy gave it to me. Yeah, let me get a wiggy. The wig. No, which makes sense, right? The name Wiggy. No. Yeah, this is her gift to me. So I don't have a home head for it. So this is one reason why it gets a little snarly. And the other Chinese one wasn't any better because it still had its own problems. Yeah, it was. Um. So let's see. How many of you are watching? 14. 14. 14. 14 people. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I mean, that's yeah, we're reaching out to people, Michelle. This the whole point of the show. If anything, the wig is a real eye catcher. That it's still a little bit too long. Yeah, I think it helped reach out to the audience that you wanted to reach out to. Yeah. Um, my elastic's on the floor again. Oh yeah, I didn't put the elastic in the bag or anything. No, I'll have to find it later. It's on the floor, I'm sure. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so the main thing is the whole point is that Michelle is going to find her own way of achieving something, but she's willing to listen to ideas. I was thinking about it. Yeah, Snow Queen tattoo on the chest. I was thinking about that, but then again, maybe not. Because what if you don't like it? Then you can't get it off. All right. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe just well, you want to get to anything? Because it is getting kind of late. Well, do you want me to wrap it up? That's kind of what you're asking me. Yeah. Well, right now, why don't I answer some of the questions first, and then say by about 1:30, we'll get ready to knock it off at that point. Yeah, well, Michelle was thinking about that. Yes, I was thinking about that. Um, and if you want to get these ears, The company used to be called Aerodani Studios. They call themselves Aerodani Costumes now. So you can buy these ears in Aerodani costumes. Um, well, you could. Tattoo would be cool. Well, try getting implants for teeth. Oh, yeah. That makes tattoos sound like fun. Well, theoretically, tattoos are more fun than getting new implants. But I don't know if they're any cheaper. So never know what's gonna happen. So anyway, I think we established a couple things. We did. Just to remind some people what we're talking about. This is the message that I brought up earlier, talking about what one of the people in the chat was talking about. And I think, as far as I'm concerned, we have addressed it for the most part. But let me ask the guy a question since he's still here. Given the fact that I have multiple disabilities, what's the best way? And I know advice is freely given doesn't mean it's always going to be accepted. Just I'm asking a question now. Now you know I have multiple disabilities. What's the best solution? I'll tell you what. One thing I definitely agree on what you said. It's the same morning crew every show on the panel. You're right. We got to change that. I was talking to the group about this. We need to get new people to come up on panel. And tomorrow, this week, we're going to be using the same software we're using now. And we're going to try to get people to come up on the morning panel with this software. It would be a nice pleasure to host you. How would you mean host us? The United Kingdom would love to see both Michelle and Lumi. And should you ever get yourself here, they only need to get flights. I would be more than well happy to show you my home with you both. Well, really we want to travel by ship. So as long as we can get a passport, which we need, and I know what somebody's gonna say is that is very expensive, and it is. If me and Lomi can scare up the money for transportation on, say, either a container ship, either as I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think so either, but you never know. But definitely can get a room in the Queen Mary too. Yeah, in steerage probably. Definitely not no suite. Definitely no suite. Or maybe one of the cruise liners going to the UK, which is a little different than the transatlantic ship, because the transatlantic ship is pretty much goes in the open ocean and goes straight across. If I can get a transatlantic voyage, it would be fine, but you won't see land unlike a cruise ship where you can stop at ports of call. It would be more like a 1 week journey with something like 5 time zone changes on the trip. What can I just back in? Well, what Michelle means was maybe she could work her way to the UK, working on a container ship, in the kitchen, like a kitchen's help, because Michelle has a little more experience in the kitchen. But I don't think that's going to happen because of Michelle's eyesight. I think that's going to be basically very few captains of those kind of container ships are going to be hiring a kitchen staff that can't see well. So I think that's pretty much out the door. Yeah. I was gonna hitch a ride on the UK in a container ship. I can't believe you're still going, LOL. You can't walk to the park. How are you going to work on a ship? Exactly. I'm afraid that Michelle realistic with her eyes. Um, I don't think that's a good idea, but she could certainly get a nice, inexpensive stateroom on the Queen Mary too, and she could theoretically stream her show from the ship, but the Wi-Fi would cost her a fortune. Don't tell me about that. Trust me, you can't afford it. um, my friend has the most amazing bourbon bar in Soho, London. That Tony, a famous rock band, chose it as their drinking place of choice. You talking about me? I'm not so much into drinking, but I'm sure some would do it. Some don't mind drinking. I mean, I just love to go see the UK. Me, Tiger Kitty, Mojo, Jojo have discussed it. Uh, I really would like to try to apply for UK citizenship, but the Home Office is not exactly any more easy to get work with than it is the Department of State here in the United States, because they're like, they don't want to have anybody come in as migrants, because they're like, we got too many, and the UK is kind of similar to that. Um, I have a bar, ain't no celebrities at my bar. Okay. Well, that's true. It's a wonderful goal to save for Michelle. Well, Michelle's been trying to do it for a while. That's one of the reasons why she's trying to pay off the bills as fast as she can. And she just paid off Lowe's. The Lowe's is paid off completely in full, no money owed. Now she has to deal with Ally. And finally pay off this card that she used to finance her cell phone and her computer with that she's using now. And with the money that she is getting on top of her regular disability check now, not the money coming in from YouTube, because YouTube fluctuates too much to call it steady. Um, we believe that we can put $100 towards Ally and then put another $100 towards Capital One. And well, Capital One and Ally are about the same amount of money realistically. If we can keep paying that card of 12 months each is $1,200, then Michelle, by the end of 12 months, and the remaining interest payments, should be able to um, finally pay off the debts and get her credit score high enough that she could take that money then at that point and put $200 a month into the savings account. Yeah, at least that's the goal. But is it going to happen that way? Probably not. Well, it's not that I'm not trying. It's just that I know the old saying, shit happens. Yes, shit happens. I'll go there. But we, yeah, but I would. See, here's the problem. I tried to get crowdfunding originally to fix my molar in the back of my mouth, and nobody wanted to help fix my molar, and that resulted in um, a lot of shifting of teeth, or at least more shifting. That knocked this tooth out because these two teeth on the top was where the broken molars on the top, bottom. This tooth came out here because of an accident. Yeah, you can see I fake teeth in here. This came out. The tooth that's right here on my fingers, where the real tooth was, came out. This knocked it out. Then it smashed into this one where the two teeth were. Then these two went sideways. You can see that right there. And the dentists are like, ah! Lass, you just made my life a living hell. Now I gotta straighten out 2 teeth in the bottom, but an implant in the center only bridge. Ay, 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 ay. Oh my God. They're like, what did to do? If the jaw's all weak because of decalcification, then you're going to have to deal with, I'm going to have to drill into your jaw and make your jaw even more porous. Not good, not good. No. I know, I'm good with accents. I'm good with sound effects. Anyway, the point is that's pretty much what he said. The Vanish accent was on top. See, now I got these fake teeth I mean. See, here you go. So this tooth here, which was over here, this tooth shifted over. This is where the other tooth came out from the Vanish section. The dentist was able to put it back in. Then when I accidentally got on the construction site, accidentally hit this with a 2x4, this came out. This tooth shifted over. Then this teeth smashed into this tooth down here and broke that out of the setting. And they could see how big this teeth that they just snapped in place. So my mom said to me, "When did you get dentures?" I didn't answer her question. I should have answered. Oh, I told her, "Yep, I made them myself." Why did you need a dentist? Because I get kind of lonely out here. Lonely? I know what you mean by lonely. Self-dentistry. We're not all lonely, but we try to be. Yeah, as a kid, yeah. Front tooth out. Front tooth. One tooth. I had buck teeth as a kid, so yeah. Now the teeth in the top, because they're slightly crooked, this thing locks in place. They're very well without denture cream, right? Bottom one isn't so convenient. I can see the 2 teeth are sideways. Okay, yeah, this one, and the hole where another tooth was is gone, and that's pretty sad. Well, like I said, you do what you gotta do. You know, more than likely those 2 other teeth that the dentist says, "Yeah, I gotta pull them out. Just give me some string and I'll do it for you for free." Yeah, Michelle will do it for free. Actually, this tooth that was there originally came out, was already broken loose, and I had made a fake tooth to go around to protect it, hoping that it was gonna refuse to the bone, but it didn't. And then one day when I went to take this out to clean it, the tooth that was just barely hanging on there just went, yep, right out. It was embedded in the fake teeth, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I can go shove it back in my mouth." But well, it didn't bleed or anything. It really didn't bleed. It was just annoying. To say the least. Well, Philip Fritzl, how you doing today? So that's the story with the teeth, and definitely am what you call your DIY person. I may not be good at it, but it's like I had my neighbor put the kitchen floor in. It wasn't exactly stellar, but he never did a kitchen floor before with peel and stick tiles. I suggested that he should apply several tile glue on them to make sure they really stuck. And once that he did the glue on, they stuck good. They're still there. But the ones where we just used the stuck peel and stick, they didn't stay stuck very well. There wasn't too many of those. I fell down my stairs, said Rapper. Yeah. So a hockey puck knocked out my tooth. I got a permanent. It hurts when it's cold out. Because you still have sensitive nerve there. That's why. Well, this tooth is broken out here. Yeah, the hot tire is gone. And the nerve and the blood vessels are still there at the bottom. They're still connected and they're still living. The crown's gone, but the tooth root's still there and alive. Um, Everyone is facing a real financial time now, so crowdfunders would be a stretch, right? Absolutely. I tried it when things were better, but that's that's I guess we you want to talk about the other topic that seems to be kind of coming up. Yeah, let me ask the questions. There are people who have been alleging that Michelle is greedy and is only worried about money. And I wanted to, first of all, point out that Michelle and I both very much appreciate all of your donations, all of your gifts that you have given to help us over the years, many, I should say. So I just wanted to make sure that we all understood that we really appreciate all your generosity and kindness, and that nobody's meant to be disrespectful whatsoever. And well, no one has donated anything tonight. Here's for you. Yes, there you go. So that's for all of you who have donated in the past to be Michelle's channels. And I'm simulcasting this to my channel today too, because I haven't streamed in a long time. So I also would like to ask you, please check out my channel. It's easy to find. It's at LumiFinistra. Can I type it in chat? You can type it in chat. The only problem is which chat. Shit. My channel. Okay. All right. So here's where you can find my channel. It is, I'll type it the long way. http:// www.u. No, where's that thing? You type com user. Oh, no, there's no one, and there's no Von. It's not Von. YouTube. Com. My fingers keep sliding on this keyboard. COM/USCR/LUMIFINISTRA. So let's see if I get this right. www.youtube.com user/Lumi Finistra. If anything, you guys can find it there. And thank you very much. I really appreciate the corn pop. Michelle does too. There you go. I really appreciate your helps and kindness. And just wanted to make people know that me and Michelle love you. Appreciation. Now, and also, if you want to check out my birthday video from Kick, it's on my channel. And Michelle must think it's alluring because she goes back and checks it up on occasion. I remember that night. You were drunk. I know, but I don't remember it that well. You were like, when Michelle gets drunk, she shuts up, and then you were so mad. Oh my God, you were steaming. No doubt. Are Nerd Pop and Corn Pop a couple? They did say on J Max that Nerd Pop proposed to Corn Pop. So to answer your question is they must be, because that's what they said, is that on J Max that Nerd Pop proposed to Corn Pop. Are Nerd Pop and Corn Pop a couple? So yes, there's your answer to that question. Now, are you done showing that message from the Arn Anderson? Because I think you can take it out of the shared video comments. Yes, I can take it out of there. All right. So, looks like me and Michelle have been married since May 1st, 2011. Long time. 13 years. Just about 13 years. Long time. Long time to be married to somebody. There you go. Congratulations. Um, and other one wants to know if she said yes. As far as I know, the answer was yes. From what I saw on J Max Weibo stream. So, I mean, still, congratulations to everybody. And also, we have a morning show today in about 9 hours. And me and Lemmy need to get some sleep. But avoid, please remember, I'd love to see you on the show tomorrow in the morning. Please. Also, if you'd like to come on the panel tomorrow, we're gonna try the same software again in the morning because it is relatively easy to use. And if you want to come on up on the panel, I will post the invite link in the public link in the screen, so people can come up and we can all have a good show. And I'd love so much to see everybody join us in chat. Like Arn Anderson said, get more than the same 3 old people talking. And let's see if we can do that. The one thing is right now is we don't have the closed captions on the screen because of the fact that, well, let's talk about that real quick. Want me to do it? Why don't you? You're pretty common about it. Okay. Google Meets has the option where they will translate or transcribe for accessibility reasons any kind of spoken words used for panels of other people that are running on Chrome into a text to speech or speech to text. The problem we have with the software is that on this computer, I don't know if it's the same thing on the other Mac, but on this computer, it is the same. Okay, so it's not operating system specific. No. Will flash or strobe the last line of text really, really fast, like it's trying to read the screen. And go, boop, 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 and then Michelle's trying to read that. It's a good thing Michelle doesn't have any kind of epilepsy because that could seriously send her off. And it's still annoying. It's still annoying. Google Meets doesn't do that. But with the Studio Restream IO, she has to deal with that. So, thank you again. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Same deal. Yeah, I'll send a double kitty cat. Really do appreciate that. And there you go. Thank you on the wire. Thanks, boy. So for now, everybody, let me just say that one more thing. We would love to have you guys join us on our Discord. We tried to have a public open link, but we had some problems. We still want to have people come to our Discord. And I have my own Discord. Michelle has her own Discord. So I'm talking about Michelle's Discord, which is the one that's used by the people here. The only problem is that we can't do that easily. Oh, but we can still do it this way, though. Here's what you can do. If you want to join it, just send me a link out to Discord. Restream.io should pop it up on the screen.
To you both, Lumi and
the
Michelle.
Voight is very
Much
nice.
love and respect
Voight,
from your lovely
tell
lady,
you right now,
slightly smiling
is
face.
a person after my own heart. She clearly believes in helping everybody. So here it says, I'm sorry. I'll just highlight it in screen so you can see it here. It says, I'm sorry. Please email thekela3@gmail.com for Discord link. I do not have it. So, again, if you want the link to join our Discord, just send me an email and I will give it to you. One for 5 people on yourself that will expire in 7 days so that you can give it to yourself and 4 of your friends, and it will be good for 7 days. So that way you will always be able to reach out and have a good time. Thank you and you're welcome. So I don't know if you're in our Discord or not, but just email me and I will give you a copy of the link, a link to join our Discord, because we expired all the old links after having some problems when we had a public link that was being abused. And we'd like to try to welcome people to the show and to the Discord. I also wanted to say thank you for coming last night to Kick. I really appreciated you coming in and enjoying the movie. I don't know if you got a chance to watch all of the second movie, but I do appreciate you coming to the this or to Kick last night for the movie night. Also, don't forget we have a live stream tomorrow night. This was kind of impromptu, but tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on YouTube, Kick and Lumi's channel. Well, maybe. Yeah, I guess we could do my channel too. Why not? My channel, Michelle's channel, and Kick tomorrow night and tomorrow morning. Why not? I gotta get my channel up too. I need more subscribers also. Yeah. But it get kind of complicated because how you're supposed to tell who's who, because we only have one wig, and well, you always make my hair this side brown and this side, which is Lumi's side of the body. And Michelle's side would be blonde. Oh, it would look kind of weird. It would look a little weird. That would be kind of interesting, actually. Oh, so Gitchy just put one out for you. There you go. As a new Discord link for Avoid. Is Red Foreman in the Discord? Yes, he's in the Discord, but normally he's not trying to cause trouble. That's the secret Discord link. Well, actually, the one that Gitchy gave, I don't know, Gitchy, is that one a new one or an old one? Because we changed the Discord links. Did you just generate that one? Because I know mods can generate one now. So they can. So actually, everybody can generate one. I'm doomed. Oh, I forgot about that. Right. Anybody can generate a Discord link. Okay. Well, maybe I should just change it to mods. So yes, try the link that Gidgy put up. That might be working for you. Yeah, I did answer that question. There goes to hell. But if anybody doesn't know, if that one doesn't work, just let me know. Just email me. Also, we have updated our wish list as well, including a wig head for Lumi's hair. So, if you want to help Lumi keep her head on, what? Keep my head on. Okay, keep my hair organized. Keep your hair organized. The link is right there for our wish list for Amazon. If you would like to help me and Lumi get her a foam wig head, so that we can put her hair nice and tidy. I got a wig too, but it's even worse. Yours is ugly. Mine is super ugly. Oh my god, yeah. I made this wig because I want to have white, long, curly hair, and this cheap wig is like so bad because it like snarls up, you try to brush it with a brush and you can't, and just rips all the hair out of it. And I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Um, yeah, well, it's stow it away. I will be emailing you later today, Lemmy Michelle. I did join Kick just to follow you, and I know I need to commit more. But I spend hours a day emailing governments everywhere. But I need to balance. Okay, things way better. I understand what you're talking about. I'm if I'm passionate about something, I will absolutely spend all my waking time on my passion, even though other things kind of get furloughed. I think you know what I mean. It doesn't even like, um, like I've watched a lot of news and political correspondence and channels, and everybody wants me to do put together some different things for the studio, and I keep planning to, if I keep forgetting to. Let me just remind you guys another thing too. Make sure to click the right button on this. You will see, it might be hard to see, um, but we have this giving tree. Right now with the lights on, it's kind of hard to see it, but all those little itty bitty little cards, you can probably barely see them on the top there. All those cards of people who have donated. Unfortunately, since I didn't have my notebook out, it's going to be very hard for me to remember all these notes for today's night show. I'm going to try to remember them and write some notes. Michelle just loves stands for what she believes and is, concerned. She's passionate about freedom and rights and protecting the world and the animals and having people have, the things that they need, like fresh food, water, shelter. And all right, thank you very much, Gidget. I appreciate that. Michelle really wants to see people get the help that they need in life. And that's why she does the stuff that she does, because she wants to, watch and understand what's going on and know how that maybe she could speak up for those who are being hurt or disenfranchised or abused. But that's very exhausting hearing all the stories, because after a while, um, she has to change her subjects because it wears her down. And like tonight, she was saying, "Oh, I would like to take a break, but not everybody wants to see me play games." And she said, "What game should I play?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. What do you want to play?" She said, "Well, I thought of Sims 4, but I really don't like Sims 4. I thought of Sims 3, but the problem with Sims 3 is that we can't get to work reliably on this computer. And then we have to go back to the other computer in the other room to set up play Sims 3 from Windows 95." And so she said, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Billy Pizza Star. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Another double one? Why not? There you go. So Michelle was trying to figure out what to do, you know, and then people don't realize that when Michelle feels overwhelmed, she tends to shut down. And next thing you know, she's reading the refrigerator. And we all know that's not good for you. You sit there and you're feeling depressed, and all of a sudden the chocolate bar looks mighty tasty. It does. Yeah. But then you're gonna have to pay for it in the end when your waistline goes. Yeah. Especially since Michelle says one of the things she'd like to be is be about 5'5". Michelle would like to be 3 inches shorter than she is. She's 5'8". Used to be 5'10". That's true. You used to be 5'10". Now you're 5'8". Right. Yeah, but then Michelle would find something else just as destructive. After all, she's got a bottle of watermelon wine that was never been opened. I don't want to go there. I know you don't. So, well, everybody, let's just say we got to get up tomorrow morning for the 10 a.m. show, and I want to thank you all for coming. I don't really have an exit screen. I didn't even have a startup screen. But I guess you can use my end screen. Yeah, I will. Anyway, so everybody, let's just say I hope you all have a nice day. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. if we don't oversleep. No, it's not going to oversleep. You go to bed about 2, about 3 in the morning anyway. Right, that's true. So for now, everybody, let's just say thank you for coming. Thank you for the donations. I much appreciate this. And Michelle appreciates it. And now you know why I need to get a foam wig head for my wig. Because, and also, can we get someone to style it? My salon said they'll do it for about $15, $20. Oh, okay. I donate to the United Nations. You want to UNESCO? Or UNICEF? Well, anyway, for now, I'll see you all in the morning. Michelle, see you in the morning. We're going to stream on 3 channels tomorrow. Why not? We're going to stream my channel, Michelle's channel, and Kick. I think that might get a little confusing. Might, yeah. When you watch, you see YouTube chat 1, YouTube chat 2. In a way, it might help my channel grow some too. Probably will. All right, guys. So we'll let you guys go. Yep. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.